What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and let's get into the charts. Today, we're going to take a look at DXY. We're going to take a look at oil. Those are the indicators I'm really watching as to what's going to happen in these markets. Then we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, Binance, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP. All these charts are very old. We're going to take a look at them and see how they're playing out in the macro. Bitcoin, we'll take a look at the smaller time frames. Most of you guys know my macro view. If you don't, check out the videos, any prior videos. I've been talking about it for a couple of years, when I think the bottom will be. So definitely check those out. But anyways, before we begin, you guys can help this channel grow by simply scrolling down, smashing the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. I know a lot of people forget to do it, but just do that. Help YouTube's algorithm know that you like these videos and that you're getting something out of them. So make sure you smash the likes. Also, leave a comment. That helps tremendously. And of course, share the videos. Anyways, let's get into it. Looking at the DXY. So these are the bounce areas we were looking at. We did get a bounce at the 102.7 yesterday. We seem to be coming down a little bit right now. As you guys know, I think all markets are still in big trouble. Doesn't mean they can't have little bounces here and there, but looking at the DXY, if it does break this 102.7, then I'd be looking for the 102.1 to the 102.2 area, which is the golden pocket for a bounce here. If that doesn't happen, 101. Either way, even if we go all the way down to 101, we get a little retracement with Bitcoin. I think we get a massive bounce here. As you guys know, I think we have nothing more than a big W here. I'm expecting to come up and tag this trend line within the next month or so. Then once this breaks, if we get support, then I'm looking for 108 and then much, much higher for the DXY. I know a lot of people put a lot of fear in the dollar, but remember, when they put fear into the dollar, it's usually to get you out of it. We've been talking about this for a long time. I think we're about to witness the biggest money grab in history. I believe it's already started. It's going to be bad news for those that don't know what's going on. Could I be wrong? Definitely a possibility. Always make your own decisions. Make sure you do your own due diligence on everything. This is not financial advice. I'm showing you my views of the market and how they've been playing out. So let's take a look at oil. Oil, I think, is going to be a huge indicator. I've been talking about this for a long time. This chart's very old. I made it last year, last summer. Told you when we broke this line, we'd come back up for a retest, which we did. We had this target of 62.70, nailed it. And now I said we would crawl around this for a while. If you guys have been watching the videos, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But once this area breaks and then we break this 62.70, I think it's going to be a pretty big capitulation down to around 27 bucks. Sometime probably by the end of the year. So if that does happen, this may signal the bottom of the market right here, which I think all markets will be very low by that point. And there will be a huge buying opportunity for many, many things. So saying the market's going down is not bad. If you're familiar with markets, bear markets are where people actually make a lot of money, right? So if you guys are interested in trading, you can check out Prime XBT. I have the link down below. By far my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you like all the scammy exchanges that trade their own crypto. They are a true broker. Definitely check them out. By far my favorite exchange. All you need is an email to set up. You can use my promo code. They do sponsor the channel. You can use my promo code SAVVY50. That will get you up to a $7,000 bonus on top of your deposit. SAVVY25 will get you 25% off your fees. Actually, I think it's 30% now. So anyways, a great exchange. You can trade crypto, Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, copper, aluminum, all from one exchange. So you don't have to switch back and forth to different exchanges. And just to get used to the platform, you can join the contest section up here. Trade for totally free. They give you a fake account to trade with. But if you win these contests, you can actually get tradable funds. Take them funds on here, trade them, and actually keep the gains. So great way to get to learn without any risk. You're not risking your own capital. And guys, always remember, use stop losses. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose on any exchange, just in case, right? But so far, Prime has been an awesome exchange. Definitely check them out. let's get into it. I'll leave a tutorial at the end of the video too. So this is the daily chart on Bitcoin. This is what we've been watching, right? Back here, we had this falling wedge with a target of 31.5. Looks like we got front ran here. And I've heard someone try to explain front run yesterday. Totally had no idea what they were talking about. When something is front run, it is like you have a target here at 31.5 where everybody's looking at it, right? So everybody's waiting to short there, but it doesn't quite get there. They front run it. They short it before then or sell before then. And these people that were waiting up here never get in the trade, right? Anyways, just a quick explanation of that. So yesterday we talked about the 200 EMA. We've been watching this falling wedge, right? People were calling it a bull flag. So if the bull flag target would have broke up here, could have got us as high as this 31.5 to 32.5, right? But we broke down. What's this target telling us? There's two. So if I go from this point as the widest point, it's a little bit different. If I go from this point, which that's what this is, that gets us down to, so we're going to do this real quick. And I'm going to give you the count in the next chart that I've made a little over a month ago. And it seems to be playing out beautifully. And this will show you how to understand how Elliott wave counts work, right? Everybody expects it to be big red candles and big green candles and no bounces in between, right? But I'll show you how these work. But anyways, so looking at, we finally broke down from here. This would get us, there's two targets here, right? So let's use this one from this high as the widest point, and we're going to put it right here where we broke. So this would be our range to look for this move to be over. Now, remember, there's going to be bounces in there, and I'm going to show you where the bigger bounce will be, in my opinion, if it does play out this way. Let me get my parallel channel. So right in here is going to be our area where we watch for this move to be ended. Somewhere in between 20,300 and 19,600, right? We also have this trend line. We'll probably get a bounce if we get down to this range, right? We've talked about what I believe this will look like. We talked about this being a possible head and shoulders here, which if it is, it broke down, and then making a bigger head and shoulders right here, right? Looking for this big bounce here. Now let's go into the 4 hour and explain kind of what my count was, right? So you can see on the RSI, we're making some bullish divergence here, so we'll probably get a bounce. But I do believe we'll probably get down to this 23.5 range. We've been talking about that for a long time. Here was that 31.5 target that we got front ran. But then we have a count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the third wave here, all I did to get that when I made this chart back here was taking your trend-based fib, bring it to wave 1 and wave 2 up here, and that gets us down to the 1.618, which is 23.5-ish, right? Been looking at this for a long time. Now, every little bounce here got called wrong, and as you know, the invalidation would have been to break wave 2 up here at 30,000 after we hit it. We did not break that. Still continuing down. I still think we get down to this range. Now, again, that doesn't mean we don't have bounces. In all of these waves, there are other waves. One more time, I'm going to remind you in the middle of the video, just because a lot of people don't do it in the beginning, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments. What are you doing here? What are your plans? I know the FOMC meeting was a big deal yesterday. All it does is messes with the, intraday trading or whatever, but the macros don't change from the FOMC meetings, right? The macros still down. Looking for these targets down here. Now, could we get back up and retest this again? Definitely a possibility. That would be around the 55 EMA, around 26,000. If we get above this 26,000 range again, then maybe we could be looking for this move to be done. But as of right now, still looking for 23.5, possibly as low as 22.8. And that's just a measured move of the drop from this rising broadening wedge, right? That's why I have this target in here, but I do expect a bounce in here. Then possibly after the 23.5, get up to the $25,000 to $26,000 range for the wave 4. And then we have a wave 5 bringing us all the way back down to possibly 20,900. Now, Another way to look for where that wave 5 could end, because a lot of times wave 5 is the same size as wave 2, right? So if we do get down to this 23.5 and bounce, let's say we get back up to the 26 again, these would be the levels to look for. Obviously the 20,800, and then we have 21.2, 22.7, somewhere in there. But what I'll be guiding you through this as we're watching this move. I'll let you know if it's invalidated, whatnot. But so far, so good. Everything seems to be playing out beautifully on this 5-wave structure. Now, after that 5-wave structure, like I showed you, the head and shoulders, you have the left shoulder here, head. This would be the right shoulder, right? And then we just get probably another ABC all the way back down to our targets of between as low as 3,500. But at least I'm thinking at least 9,600 by the end of the year. Still thinking that. Now let's take a look at BNB. I've been showing you guys this chart for a long time. I made a video on it about a little over 6 months ago and told you I'd be looking for BNB to collapse between 3 and 6 months. Now that was 6 months ago. We're right there at that deadline. So looking at this, let me move this out of the way. I'll show you what this is in a minute. But we did break this level, and I told you once we broke this level, watch out. We can come back up and retest it before coming back down, right? But I do believe that Binance is in trouble. And now you can call it FUD, say I hate Binance, hate CZ. I'm showing you what the charts say. I've been showing you for 6 months. So far, it's playing out beautifully. I like the charts. Don't care about the news or anything else. That I believe it's all drawn out in the charts, right? 90% of the time, it plays out just like the charts are saying, as long as you're reading the charts right. So I'm still looking for this to collapse. Now, let me move this for a minute and show you what we possibly could be looking at. So if I put this down here as the bottom trend line, right? Just a bigger version of what happened over here. We got our test here. Then that would show us getting all the way back up to 316. Now that would make everyone super bullish for Binance, and then the collapse, because I still believe it'll be sometime in September, October, possibly into November, maybe even a little bit longer, but I'm still looking for the bottom around that time. And I think Binance is going to be a big part of it. Now, a lot of people are saying Binance just follows what Bitcoin does. You could say that all altcoins do that, but Binance plays a big part in this market. And if this thing goes down, it's going to take things down a lot harsher, a lot faster than people expect. But as of right now, let's stick to this right now. It's broken, and we'll see what happens here. But I do believe we have much further to go. I do believe BNB is in trouble. We'll see what happens. Here's my Ethereum chart. This is a very old chart. I think we come down to at least test this bottom area. Let me put a price label here. And I've had these price targets for quite some time. You can see they are right on the high volume node here. The lowest one here, if we look at it all the way from back here, is around 115. I also have a target of 200, which is the measured move of the breakdown from this wedge, which would have to break down below 1350. I do think we at least test 1350, most likely going to break through. We have some more support here right around between 9,000 or 900 and 1,000. May get back up, bounce back up and retest the bottom of this before coming down. We'll see how it plays out. But so far, these targets remain the same for the last 2 years, right? Litecoin, same thing. We had this target from when we broke up here, around 25 bucks, between 17 and 30, right? And then we had another rising channel here. We do have the support here around 57 bucks. I do believe if we do get down here, could we possibly get a run back up in the $70,000 range? Possibly. But once this breaks, I'm looking for that $17 to $30 range. If that breaks, we could go as low as $650. Not saying that's going to happen, but you have to look at it for what it is, right? And that's just where this bubble began. And I talked about where bubbles began and bubbles end. But I am looking for around this $17 to $30 range. This is absolute worst case scenario down here, but this is the range I'm looking for right here. Like I said, 17 to 30 bucks, somewhere in there. As long as we break the 57. If we don't break the 57, everything turns around, goes bullish. You can buy anything and you get rich type deal, whatever. We'll see if that happens. All right, XRP, same thing. This chart has not changed either. I'm still having my target around 4 cents for XRP. Does it have to go that low? No, it doesn't have to, but chances are you take a measured move of this right here. And what will this look like? I don't think XRP is ever going to reach a new all-time high, ever. That's my opinion. You can have yours, but so far it is not looking promising for XRP. And honestly, I don't think XRP is really worth crap. The Ripple itself may be worth something, but XRP, you can put any coin you want on the Ripple platform. So anyways, take it easy, guys. Have an awesome day. Be careful if you're trading out there. Remember, always use stops. Don't put more money in you're willing to lose. Check out these videos up top. One's the Prime XBT tutorial, and the other one is where I talked about the whole bubble pop scenario and why I believed that was going to happen. That's from December 2nd, 2021. It's still happening, guys. Take it easy, guys. I'm out.